Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I filmed a ton of videos before this video, but I'm going to upload this one first and then proceed to upload the rest of them because honestly I had a filming schedule and I was doing great with it and I was filming the videos, but I've had no time to edit over the last month. So we're gonna play a little catch up and I'm gonna explain to you kind of things that have been going on the last month, and we're gonna try some new products today and I'm really excited about them. So the first thing that we have, I placed an order with ColourPop and I got their brush roll, their new brush roll when it was like 50% off or something, and they look really nice. It's kind of like, but it's hard to tell with the like blush color and the white, but they feel like they might be too soft. Especially these feel just like too soft, but they're gorgeous brushes and I wanted to try them out because I've never tried ColourPop. Yeah. I also got the new Makeup Forever Reboot foundation. I have already tried this twice. You guys, this is a brightening, smoothing, firming, hydrating, and evening skin tone foundation. I have never tried a foundation like this. We'll talk all about it when I get started. I also have the Elcie Cosmetics Complete Remedy Silk Concealer. I have the Knobless Secret Palette, but I don't think we're gonna use this today because I wanna use the new ColourPop All That collection. I got the lippies, which I'm really liking, and the eyeshadow palette, which I haven't tried yet. And then I've got the new NARS because you guys, I know it's like wildly expensive and a lot of people don't think it's worth it. I love NARS. Honestly, I think their products are so good, especially their eyeshadow palettes. And yes, sometimes they start to look a little bit similar and that's kept me from buying them. But for instance, this eyeshadow palette, the NARS Wanted, Narcissist Wanted eyeshadow palette is one of my most used palettes of all time. And they keep coming out with ones I want to buy, but I always compare it to this because I've always said like that palette is like my dream eyeshadow palette. And so I haven't bought any palettes recently, but this Overlust cheek collection, like face palette, looked unbelievable. So I bought it. I also have some Catrice products, some Milani products. We're gonna try the Lancome Skin Feels Good. Not today, but in another video. I have so much new stuff. I have 2 BoxyCharm boxes. I have so much stuff to film for you guys, and it's just crazy. I have so much that I want to play with. I also got the Aquassurance line from Jaclyn, the compact foundation, which Kathleen loves, and she has dry skin. I heard some bad things about this in one of Tate's recent videos, the concealer, so we'll try it in an upcoming video. But let's just play with makeup today, get to know some new products, try lots of new stuff, including new brushes. We're gonna go ahead and get started. I used my Milani Rose Primer. This is the Prep and Hydrate Primer. It's like pore filling and hydrating. And I used this in a recent video. Oh, you guys haven't seen that yet. So this will be the first time you see me use it. But you'll see in that video that I liked it. I enjoyed it and I felt like it made the foundation look really nice. And so I want to just use it again today. Try and see what I think about it, especially because the foundation that I'm using, I've already used before, so I know how it operates without a primer because I just was using that Makeup Forever foundation without a primer. I also, you guys, got the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, which, believe it or not, even though I was a professional makeup artist for years, I've never tried this one. I always used Painterly. Let's talk about life stuff. So the last month, I keep seeing this meme going around like, January was a tough year. I'm glad we made it through. And I think it's hilarious because January felt long, but not like, it didn't feel like a year, but it just felt, long, and we knew that January was going to have a lot going on. It wasn't bad at all for us. Well, bad, maybe bad to some people, but it wasn't bad for us. It just was a lot. And Tim traveled like 14 days out of January. I had some health issues going on. I'm okay, but I had a lot of doctor's visits, a lot of tests, a lot of things happening. Clean bill of health, and I'm good, but just some things that they wanted to look into with family history and stuff. So I had an absolute crap ton of that since Thanksgiving, but really the month of December and January, like all time. And then Isla started daycare in January, and then we've all been sick. Like, I've been sick like this for like 2 weeks, a week and a half. Isla's been sick. George had surgery last Friday. He tore both his ACLs, and he's having double like patella repair and TTA surgery this year, which is crazy. So we just had surgery February 7th. excuse my coughing in this video. I'm going to try to edit it out the best I can, but it's going to be kind of hard. So George had surgery on his right knee last Friday, February 7th, and then in about 8 to 12 weeks he'll have surgery on the other one. But it's definitely, it was a busy 6 weeks and kind of a crazy start to the year, but we're all good. It's just been busy. And so with that, I have just had no time to edit because I've also been working on a really special project. And I took a break from Instagram. You guys know this, but I took a break from Instagram because I was too busy mindlessly scrolling. I'm going to apply this Reboot foundation. You're gonna see why it's so amazing. So I'm just gonna start applying it on my face. So I took a break from Instagram while I was creating this new thing that I was creating, because I really didn't want to be influenced by anyone or anything, any other businesses. It was such a passion, it is such a passion project, like from my heart and soul, and I wanted it to be all me and everything that I wanted, and I just didn't want outside influence. And so that's part of why I left Instagram, but also partly because, you know, I was mindlessly scrolling. I think it's a really big comparison trap. I've never been able to feel like it fit me, like it suit me really well. And so I just took a break, and honestly, it's truly been the best decision that I made in 2020 so far. I mean, it's just been, this foundation smells so good. I don't really know what it smells like. So that first is gonna be a very light to medium coverage, but I build this sucker up, and you can do that. So I'm just gonna go directly on my sponge and then pat where I want more coverage and blend it in. All of why I got involved on social media was to connect with people. That's my favorite thing to do, is to bring people together that have like similar interests and that like want to work on themselves and to connect and grow and develop. And I just authentically do that the best on Facebook. And so I have really kind of gone all in on Facebook. And if you want to follow me and you want to see what I'm up to, you can go to my Abby E. O'Keefe public page on Facebook and like it, because that's where I will be posting all of the content moving forward. But then I'm very active in all my communities. I do readings, I post motivational stuff, I let everybody know what's going on in there, and my community is called Fear Fighters, and it's hashtag Fear Fighters. You can search it on Facebook, or the link is always below for you guys too. But I just love it so much, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So let's talk a little bit about this foundation, because it needs a moment. This is the most beautiful foundation I've ever put on my skin the first time, and I am obsessed. It looks so wet. Here's the thing, it does not look glittery or oily. It looks like, I wouldn't even call it dewy. It just looks so naturally glistening and wet. Can you see it? Oh my god, it's beautiful. And it is lightweight. Like if you want a full glam all the time, you're gonna have to work to build this up. But this is the most beautiful everyday foundation that you can put on, and every time you put it on with your hands, it will look flawless. It's not going to look patchy or accentuate dry spots, because I have those. And it does not make you look oily throughout the day. I'm just obsessed with it. And mind you, I do have dry skin, but this foundation looks like a second skin no matter how much you build it up, no matter how light or heavy that you put it on your skin. It's just so glistening, so radiant. I mean, I literally, without looking like so dewy, it feels weightless. Like it feels like you're not wearing anything on your skin. And I swear, since I've been wearing this, my skin has actually improved in texture and in tone and brightness, and I'm just so excited about that. I love this so much. My shade is Y244, the Reboot foundation. Holy crap. I got the Elcie concealer in light medium because I don't like to be super bright under the eyes. I love the metal applicator. I've never tried this, but I love ones that have that. Oh, that looks like it's gonna be perfect for me. Multitasking under eye concealer corrects and brightens with its buildable medium to full coverage formula. I know Sam Ravindal loves this. I know Raw Beauty Christie loves this, I think, or maybe it's Alana. No, it's Alana. Those are like some of my favorite YouTubers. I think Alana loves this too, and I usually love everything Sam loves. Hence why I bought the Skin Feels Good. Ow, I just hit myself. in the nose. But I'm really excited to try this. The only thing that's a little scary is you don't know how much is going to come out. Okay, there you go. Oh yeah, this looks like, ooh, that feels so good. Under the eyes. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh wow. You know when you've just tried so many concealers and been so disappointed, which is how I feel about all of 2019. I don't feel like I found a concealer that I loved all year. Especially all the ones everybody else loved. I just like didn't love them. But you know when you've been so disappointed that when you find a good one, you're like, oh yeah, I know. I just can tell this is a good one. Oh, I love that so much already. So I am gonna set this a little bit with my Jaclyn Hill powder, but instead of taking, I'm gonna take like a really small, almost eyeshadow brush. Not almost, it is an eyeshadow brush. I'm gonna take a tiny bit and I'm just gonna set it right where it creases on me. I'm going to go back in with my sponge and just kind of melt that into the skin. Let's go in, oh I keep forgetting, we're definitely going to use these brushes. Let's go in with our big powder brush and the Jaclyn Hill powder. And I'm just going to kind of tap some in the lid. I do like with the Jaclyn Hill powder that it doesn't come off like too much in the sifter. I actually don't usually set this foundation, but I kind of wanted to see what happens since I've worn it a few times. It does mattify it a little bit, but it still has that like second skin effect, which is so nice. Alright, I need to do my brows. And you guys, I cannot find my tweezers. I'm going to have, oh my god, they're right there. I'm going to edit that out. Alright, so let's go into MAC Soft Ochre. I'm going to use the ColourPop E3 brush, which is like kind of like a concealer brush. And I'm going to use that to apply this all over the lid. And I will definitely apply it, and then I'm going to go up to the brow bone just because since I plucked my eyebrows, they're a little bit red right under there. And then I'm just going to, oh wow, I forgot how these dry so quickly. That's nice though. It does cancel it out, but I like that it's more neutral, like my skin tone versus Painterly Paint Pot was like really pink. All right, time to dive into the eyes, and I'm very excited about this palette. This is what sold me on the collection, but I got the Lippy Trio too because I never tried the lip tints and they looked really pretty. So let's grab our ColourPop brush in E15 and go into Cha Cha right there. A lot of pigment came up. I wish ColourPop would have mirrors in their palette sometimes, but I also know that this is what keeps them affordable. So I'm using Cha Cha. I maybe would have started with Come Through. That actually is blending out really well, like a normal ColourPop shadow. So I mean, the brush is working. It works just like any other brush, but it's not patchy or anything. It's depositing the color well, so that's always a good sign. And it's all playing really well on top of Soft Ochre. I have a feeling that might be a new fave for a while. So while I'm doing this, let's talk about how Georgie's doing. So post-surgery, George is doing so well. The first like 24 hours were super sad because he was just not acting like himself. You know, after surgery, he was really out of sorts. He's on a lot of pain medication and calming medication, and he's still on that, but just coming out of the anesthesia. I mean, they kept him there for the full day, and then we picked him up at the end of the day. But it still was just like a shock to his system, and so it took him like 24 hours to kind of come around and perk up, but he's been eating and drinking and peeing and pooping. Like, I know you guys really want that update. So all's been really good, and he's doing so well, and we're just so grateful that we could do this for him because he's so young. He'll be 3 in March, and his breed, it's really common to have the issue that he has, which is called, it's a patella tendon, or a patella like kneecap issue, where his kneecap sits too high in the groove, and so he basically constantly is dislocating it. It's jumping the track. I'm gonna take a little bit of, oh, Come Through is not matte. I'm gonna take a little bit of BB Girl on the ColourPop E16, and I'm gonna go right above that shade and just very lightly place that. This is like a matte, really light baby dollish pink. So I don't want like a ton of it, but that works nicely with the look. Same brush, I'm gonna go into Silhouette, which is like a chocolatey, plummy red. And I'm going, actually, you know what I wanna do? No, I wanna do a little bit different. Take that same brush and go back into Cha Cha, and I'm gonna apply it all over the lid. We're gonna do something a little different than I've been doing recently. So I'm gonna take that Cha Cha color all over the lid. Anyway, he's been doing well, but we have to stay home with him. So, I mean, we wouldn't have had to take off work, but I work from home, and I have Isla 2 days a week, and then I work from home on my own business. So that's easy, but we have to just kind of keep an eye on him because he can't get up by himself. We have like a harness on him, like a help me up harness that helps us get him up easier, so we can like lift his back legs up a little bit, help him go to the bathroom and walk around, but he's not really like walking around a lot. So that's the update on Georgie. He's doing really great. I'm doing well. My health is good, minus this like cold that I have and that Isla has and whatever. Tim is not sick though, which is nice. Hopefully we all get better soon. It's just kind of the winter. I feel like everybody gets sick in the winter. I don't know. Do you guys get sick in the winter? But what I'm really excited about, and I wasn't actually going to talk about it in this video, but I guess I will, because I already mentioned it at the beginning, is my new program and what I created. So there's been this big barrier between mental health and physical health forever. And I'm someone that has struggled immensely with both. And just struggled immensely with both, and then also made it kind of my mission to learn a ton about both. And you are probably familiar with my signature program that I've been running for a couple months now, which is called Camp Kundalini, and it's a virtual retreat for anxiety relief. And there are 4 pillars in my business called the Calm Blueprint, which is a system for immediate and sustainable anxiety relief, and that is, the pillars are meditation, movement, nutrition, and mindset. And there's just been this big barrier between mental health and physical health, and it's either kind of one or the other, like you meditate or you work out. And there are some programs that really try to incorporate meditation and mindfulness into programs, so they'll have like all your workouts and then a meditation that you can add in, or a meditation that you can do on your off day. But I have always been such a big believer that complete and total health is in mental and physical health, that you can't have one without having the other. And when it comes to, I'm gonna take a combo of Silhouette and Please Me, and I'm gonna run it along the lash line and kind of smoke it back in like a triangle motion. But you can't have like physical health without good mental health, like good physical health without good mental health. And I'm using the ColourPop E21. I think that when it comes to physical health, especially with the things that we've grown up seeing and feeling like we had to be or embody or look like to be worthy, we are always chasing a body. We're chasing a different body, like something that looks different, like weight loss or sculpted arms or like building lean muscle or whatever it is that you want to look like, right? And on the surface, that's what we're chasing. We're like, when I fit into the pair of jeans from college, or when I lose 10 pounds, or when I can squat 200 pounds, like, that's gonna be amazing. That's what I'm chasing. But we're not actually chasing that goal. What we really want is the feelings we think we'll have about ourselves and our life when we reach those goals. So I'm gonna say that again because I think that's so important, and I want you to really like internalize it. When we think we're chasing weight loss and a different way that our body looks, we're not actually chasing the perfectly sculpted arms or the new pair of size 4 jeans. We're chasing the feelings we think we will have when we get those things. So we think that we'll be more confident or happier with our life or more fulfilled. But in reality, when we accomplish our goals and when we get there, we just set more goals. Like, because we get there and we realize, yeah, we're a little happier for like a day, maybe 2, but then we're kind of back where we were when we chased that body. We're back, feeling a little bit lost, a little confused, a little like something's missing, and we wonder why. And it's because we're doing all this external work, but we're not focusing as much inward. And my goal always has been to really integrate the two. And many of you may be familiar with my previous fitness company called 3S Fitness. And with that company, I did a lot of coaching people on bodies and changes to their body that they wanted to make, but they always stayed in 3S Fitness long term because they realized how much inner work they needed to do, and we were always doing that and working towards it. And that was just a really beautiful thing, but it was a really hard thing to market and to communicate to people what we were doing without them being a part of it. Many of you know, like, I took a year off when I had a baby to have Isla in 2018. I started practicing Kundalini Yoga in 2017, and I did my teacher training in 2018 while I was pregnant, and really it opened up my world, and it changed so much of my life, and it taught me a new tool, not only for anxiety relief, but also for personal development and for elevating myself to a different level that helped me not only understand myself better and like why I react the way I do, why I think the way I do, but also understand and relate to human beings on a completely different level, because you're able to see yourself in other people. And it's just such a beautiful gift when you can do that, because it opens you up to more kindness and compassion and empathy. And going through that teacher training just made me realize, again, just the importance of really focusing on the feelings that we want to feel in our lives. And Kundalini Yoga and meditation is so much about the feeling, right? It's about clearing out like old fears and old traumas and bringing in the feelings of happiness and joy and peace and love that we're all chasing, because we're not chasing the body when we sign up for that new fitness program. We're chasing the feeling. So my new program is really focused on that, and it is a hybrid program that combines the foundation of a strength and cardio-based workout with yoga, meditation, affirmation, and gratitude and breath work. So it's a 45-minute workout. I call it a training session. So it's a 45-minute training session that really is all about complete wellness. So you're not just doing a strength session and a cardio session. The session has 3 segments: ground, sweat, and breathe. Ground is 5 minutes long, and it starts with an affirmation that you'll say out loud to yourself or silently to yourself. It has a short gratitude practice and yogic warm-ups that heat the body and that get you ready for the next section, which is called sweat. And I'm just using a ColourPop E17 to blend out. I really love that brush, by the way, and I'm loving this look so far. So sweat is your traditional workout, and it has a muscle activation, so kind of a muscle like tension building movement that like activates the muscle group that we're going to be working on and really warms it up. Then it has a strength circuit, a cardio circuit, and a burnout circuit, and that takes 30 minutes. And then it ends with a breathe segment. So we do a 60-second breath practice to cool and cleanse and calm the body from the work that we just did, a 3-minute Kundalini meditation, and then we end with a short journaling practice that helps you set your day up with intention. And that's about 10 minutes long. So ground is 5 minutes, sweat is 30 minutes, and breathe is 10 minutes. I'm taking the black shadow, the Feels, and it's shimmery, but I'm going to just kind of press this against my lashes. But I'm also going to kind of do it above my lashes, and I'm only going to go halfway in because I'm going to smoke it out a little. I just want to darken up the outer corner just a little bit. I didn't know that we were going for a smoky look, but I guess we are. I'm taking the ColourPop E20. I could also just use this brush, but this is a good kind of blending it out brush. Just to, you see how that just darkens it up just a touch? I really like that, actually. So that is the 45-minute session. I'm so excited about it because it does what I've wanted for years, which is combine physical health and mental health in a way that makes sense. So you can do it at home, you can do it at the gym, but you can do it entirely at home with dumbbells and a journal. Those are the things that you really need for the workout. And I just couldn't be happier. I couldn't be creating something more true to myself and my soul. And it's funny because this is what I desperately wanted to create when I was kind of closing down 3S. I really wanted to do this, and I tried, and it just didn't feel like it was a conversation people were ready to have, if I'm totally honest. It just felt like a little falling on deaf ears. And I think that so many other like fitness programs have been talking about mental health, like bigger ones, bigger names than I ever was, in fitness. I think they've been talking about it and opening the conversation, and I feel like now is the time. Like, now is the time where people will be receptive to this and excited about this, and that makes me really, really happy. And so it just feels like the perfect time to create this. And I see, even though I really wanted this to work years ago, I see why this is being created now. Like, I understand it, I can see it. I'm going back in with our original brush and Cha-Cha, and I'm just kind of going back over the crease a little. We start it on March 1st, so sign-ups, registration is open, and I'm taking a very small number of people for this first round. And a big part of that is because I don't want just like a ton of people in this community right away. I really want to get to know everybody, and I want to get feedback from everybody, and I want to hear how they're liking it, and I want to be able to coach through it, especially through this first round. And so I'm not doing kind of an unlimited number of people able to come in and do it. I'm just going to open it up to a limited number of people. Definitely going to take 20, may take up to 30, but it's just going to be kind of first come first, not kind of, it is first come first serve. I just quick cleaned that brush, that small brush, and I'm going to go in with Cha-Cha on the lower lash line. It is first come first serve. There is a one-time payment option, so you can just do this first month with us, or there is a subscription option, and you save a pretty significant amount of money with the subscription option. There will be a new program that will come out every month, so you'll get new content, new workouts, new training sessions, all of that good stuff. I'm going to go into Please Me a little bit, and I'm just going to focus this on that outer portion, just darken it up a little. So all of the registration options are on the website, and if you feel like this really speaks to you and what you want in your life, and you're like me and you're a busy mom or a busy person that has been trying to figure out how can I combine meditating and working out, this is perfect for you. So email me, my email is always below, email me and claim one of the spots, and we can chat more about it. My email is on the website too, and the website is fun. You should go check it out because there are fun quizzes, and there are also secret messages hidden throughout the website, which is very fun and cool, I think, at least. I'm just blending this out with the E17. I take back everything I said about these brushes. These are fantastic. They actually remind me of the Shop Miss A AOA brushes that I love so much. They're gorgeous. I'm wondering if I want to do a little bit of a shimmer. I think I just want a little bit. I'm gonna take fishnets because it's just, the other one is just a bit dark for what I want. I want to keep it kind of light, so I'm just gonna take fishnets on my ring finger and just kind of pat that on the inner part of the lid and then blend it back, just to add a little something something, but not too much. So if it speaks to you, let me know and we can chat more about it. I like can't explain how excited. It's the same level of excitement. I mean, camp is the same way for me, and my whole business is, but this is just like such a similar level of excitement, if not more, than when I started 3S Fitness. It just feels game changing, you know? It just feels different and exciting, and I love it because I feel like so many people are like, I don't have time to do 2 hours of a morning ritual, but I need to. Like, I need a morning ritual, but I don't have that much time. I can't work out and meditate and write down my intentions and my gratitudes and all that. It's just too much, and this is my solution to that, and I feel like it's a really, really, really good one. It really is, and it's so fun, and I'm so excited. It's fun. That's the thing. I think that one of the things I'm really good at is bringing fun to a lot of things, to life. I'm a pretty optimistic, positive person. Yeah, I talk about heavy stuff for sure, but generally, like, I'm a pretty excited person, and I love life, and I love creating content and creating programs and things that I think can really help other people. And this just super lights me up. It really does. It makes me so happy. So I really was not planning on this being a video all about it, but it just kind of came out. This is like one of the smallest samples I've ever seen of a mascara. Like, seriously, it's so tiny. Feels like they needed to make this a little bit bigger. I can hardly hold it. Like, look at the brush compared to the handle. That is ridiculous, Tarte. You gotta make it a little bit bigger. This is a sample mascara. You gotta have a bigger handle. I love this look. I did not plan on doing like that pink, but I really love it. Makes me so happy. Makes me so happy. And I love those brushes. I love them. I would actually recommend this brush set. Let's try the face brushes, but for the eye brushes, which it has mostly eye brushes, I mean, and that brush I used, and it has a concealer brush in here, which I could see myself really liking. I will say I wish I had a slightly bigger brush for bronzer. It just has these two, which I would use like this more as a highlighting, maybe blush. And then, but this to me is like more of a blush brush. This is a little big for a highlighting brush. This could be a good contour brush, but anyway, maybe I should just use this as bronzer brush. Let's try it. Why not? I did buy this a while ago, the MAC Aaliyah bronzer. I actually got this from TJ Maxx, but I've only used it a couple times. Let's just try it again. Maybe I've only used it once. It has a little sheen to it, which I very much enjoy. Oh yeah, that's nice. It's like got a nice subtle wash of color. Let me back you up. It's actually, I thought in the pan it looks really warm. So I thought it was gonna be just maybe a lot too warm on the face, but it's kind of perfectly warm. I definitely don't think it reads as too warm. And I do like this brush for bronzer. It's distributing really evenly. It's not even too soft, you guys. I was all wrong about my first impression of these. Wow, this is also kind of the perfect winter bronzer because it's not too much pigment. Like I don't look too tan. Okay, I'm stopping. ColourPop F21. Let's go into this NARS palette right here, and I'm gonna take, I just like all of these. I'm gonna take a mix of all of them. And these are like more highlighters, but they could also be sheen, you know? I love NARS, man. And yeah, this has like way more neutral colors. There's nothing in here that's like crazy special. It's just, they're all the colors. I can just mix them all and have a really pretty everyday blush like that, and I love that. Last thing is I'm gonna go in with my Jaclyn highlighter palette. So I'm gonna go with my AOA Studio F19, and I'm gonna go into Iced, which is probably my favorite. Gosh, it's so bright. I'm gonna pat that out with my beauty blender because I didn't want it to be crazy. And from Ulta, when I placed this big order, I also got 2 new morphing setting sprays because they were doing 2 for $22 or 2 for $20, something like that. And I was like, hell yeah, I'm doing that. Ooh, I like this look, guys. My skin looks really nice. Oh, I am so reminded why I love this stuff. And it like doesn't, if it drops on you, it doesn't make you like wet, like your legs wet or your hair wet. Some of the other ones make my hair really wet. Okay, let's go into the ColourPop Tender Love and Care lip set. There are 3 colors in here. The first is the Strand, which is this one here. Then we have Cutie Fruity. I think this is the only one I haven't tried. A nice, more kind of reddish brown tint. And then Gimme S'more. This is the nude kind of in the collection, which is the one that we're gonna wear today. So I'm just gonna apply this. I haven't worn a lip tint like in a long time since buying these, but then when I bought these I was like, oh my gosh, why do I not wear lip tints? I love them. They're just easy for every day, you know? And then on top I'm gonna put something I'm obsessed with, which is the M Cosmetics Morning Dew. It's like wet and juicy looking. Oh, It's so nice. I love it. All right, guys, this is the finished look. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and watching this video. I really appreciate it. I know that I haven't been uploading consistently, which is why you need to subscribe and hit that notification bell, because my schedule right now is inconsistent with when I'm gonna upload, although I have an arsenal of videos already filmed and so many more that I'm going to be filming for you guys really soon. So give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Make sure to check out Brain and Body Training if you're interested. I don't even know if I ever said the name of it, but it's called Brain and Body Training, and all the details are on the website, or you can feel free to email me. Have a beautiful day, you guys. I love you, and I will see you all in my next one. Mwah. Bye.